The new growth path was developed in the fourth administration in the aftermath of the global financial crisis.
President Jacob Zuma started his question and answer session in Parliament today rather confidently. He started by briefly touching on the National Development Plan and government's commitment to implement the ANC's manifesto. Then came question time. Jordan Hill-Lewis of the DA went first.
Honourable President, as much as you would like us to believe that there is a grand harmony between the plans, no one is convinced, sir. You know, we know, and you know that we know that it is just not true. The ideological paralysis inside the ANC and the tripartite alliance has led to a government which endorses 3 different economic plans which contradict one another and which cannot coexist. Just a few days ago, we heard your close colleague, Mr. Vavi, attacking the NDP savagely in Bloemfontein. That is why our economy is stuck in neutral and unemployment is still going up. Believe it or not, it is still going up. So we have an industrial policy action plan which contradicts a national development plan, which in turn contradicts a NGP, and more recently we're hearing continuously about a radical plan. So my question to you, Mr. President, is which is the plan?
With contempt in his voice, Zuma dismissed the question as meaningless opposition politicking.
I'm sure anyone who is a politician who will start from the premise that the opposition will agree to everything would be a funny politician. Absolutely. That's precisely the reason why these good plans, some of you don't agree with. It does not surprise anyone. It's a normal thing in democracy, and that's why there's democracy. And you will try to find the problems where there are no problems.
DA Parliamentary leader Mmusi Maimane was next, taking a stab at what he may have thought was one of the elephants in the room.
Mr. President, on the 6th of April in 2009, the then National Director of Public Prosecutions dropped 781 charges against you, ranging from various things, corruption, racketeering. Noting that, Mr. President, do you believe, or in fact, do you not agree, Mr. President, that there is a conflict of interest in you being able to appoint the person who then has the duty or the task whether or not to reinstate the charges or in fact to proceed in dropping them? Do you believe, Mr. President, that there is in fact a conflict of interest, and if so, what steps are we going to take to prevent that in fact that conflict of interest from occurring?
This too was quickly dealt with.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I may not know the details of the charges, and the honorable member may know better. So far as I'm concerned, I've got no charges against me, and therefore the issue of the conflict of interest does not arise. I've got no charges, let alone that charges do not mean you are convicted. You go through the court first. So I'm saying, no, the issue of the conflict of interest does not arise in the job I do. On this case, particularly on the matter that you are raising, because you are raising the issue which is a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Charges were withdrawn, there was nothing. If you know there are charges that perhaps are substantial, etc., you are lucky. We don't know. So the matter does not arise. There's no need to answer the question really. I think what I've said tells you that your question really is not a question, a serious question.
When Nkandla rose, Zuma dealt with it quickly, or so he may have hoped.
The report about Nkandla is not only the public protector. The SIU report, there was a report before of the task committee. I've responded to all the reports, as I am supposed to. And I hope we are not going to make a debate on this issue, because I have responded appropriately.
First, the president stuck to his guns, telling the EFF he'd responded to Thuli Madonsela. This didn't fly and chaos reigned.
Mr. President, we are asking this question precisely because you have not provided the answer. Because you firstly failed to meet the 14 days of the public protector. And secondly, when you responded, you are telling us of the Minister of Police who must still decide who must pay. And in our view, the report of the public protector supersede any other form of report which you might be expecting somewhere else. So the question we're asking today, and we are not going to leave here before we get an answer, is when are you paying the money? Because the public protector has instructed you that you must pay the money.
Point of order, Chair.
And we want the date of
Speaker,
when are you paying the money.
point of order.
These things of point of order are the ones that you are hiding behind. Ne? You are very good at that because every time reports are brought here, it's
Speaker,
point of order, point of order.
The honorable
We are here to
member.
ask questions and we need answers. Please.
Can we please be provided with answers? Not hiding behind
Honorable
Parliament
member, that's not a
presidency
point
here.
of order. Please take your seat. Take your seat.
Of the money, when
Shibabu,
is the
take your
president
seat.
paying the
I
money?
have not recognized you.
And he has not answered the question of
Honorable
when he's paying the money.
Shibabu,
That is what we're
I
looking
will
for here.
throw you out of the house. I will throw you out, honorable member of the EFF.
But we are not answered.
Take your seat. I am presiding.
We want the money.
Go on,
Honorable Speaker,
honorable member of the EFF, take your seat.
can I
Take
address
your
you on-
seat. I am not recognizing
Can we
you.
address you on this issue?
I am to the president,
Honorable
get
Speaker,
supplementary
the issue here
questions.
is about the money. When the
Take your
president
seat,
is
honorable
paying it,
members.
Can you get the
Take
answer
your
there?
seat. Take your seat. I will have to ask the sergeant at arms to
Recognized, Honorable
Madam
Speaker, on a
Sergeant
point of
at
order.
arms, please assist me with relieving the members who are in this house who are not serious about this sitting to
We are
take
serious,
their
Chair.
leave.
We are raising a point.
With only Speaker Baleka Mbete to protect him from the EFF's cheers, the sitting was suspended and security was called to deal with the
That
fighters.
money, Nkandla money must be paid. You can't hide behind presidency.
Honorable
Why going to
members,
remove?
I'm calling
Want the
the
money.
security.
We want
The
money.
house is suspended
Pay back
for
our
3
money.
minutes. Go.
We want our money. We want our money. You won't remove us. We are not going anywhere.
Pay back the money. Pay back the money.
Tapole Sole, citypress.co.za.
Continue.